Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the third annual, but first ever, virtual Gold Ribbon Gala. I'm Sarah Beth Jansen, President and co-founder of Children's Cancer Family Foundation of Northeast Wisconsin, and I'm truly honored to welcome you here this evening. Although we miss seeing you in person, we know that in this COVID-19 landscape, it is safest for our supporters and volunteers to join us remotely. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in locally and those from across the country in support of our mission. We were founded to serve Northeast Wisconsin families as they travel the difficult path of a pediatric cancer diagnosis by providing financial assistance to cover things like medical bills, travel, and everyday living expenses during a time when life is anything but normal. We also provide our families with opportunities to participate in fun, free events as a family, like Strikeout Cancer Day, to help preserve their family time. Tonight is about coming together as a community. Today, more so than ever, this statement has so many layers. Together, we support families who have heard the devastating words, "Your child has cancer." Those words, they strike you like a lightning bolt. So many thoughts flood their minds, and for a while, their world stops. After countless nights of sleeplessness, worry, research, and trying to understand why, the financial aspect of what's about to hit their family sets in. Later in the program, you'll have a chance to meet some of our families and get a glimpse of what it's like to walk a day in their shoes. The need for our financial assistance program exceeded our expectations in our last fiscal year. And based upon recent feedback from the social workers who send us the applications, they anticipate not only the number of diagnoses will increase this year, but so will the need for financial support due to the coronavirus pandemic. In our most recent fiscal year, we expected to grant $100,000 to families in need, when in actuality, we gave out $106,000 in assistance to 40 families. That's up approximately 55% from our previous fiscal year. Many of the families who applied indicated that their need will continue in the years to come. You see, even when a family goes into remission when their child has cancer, excessive medical bills, doctor's appointments, and time off work don't stop. To show the kind of impact CCFF can have on a family, I'd like to share a thank you note from one of our courageous and inspiring families. CCFF continued to provide our family with a platform to tell our story in order to help raise awareness, gave us countless moments to shine, a foundation of unwavering support, hours of fun and laughter, and financial assistance. A person never dreams of needing these things, let alone having to ask for them. It is at once humbling and empowering to have the relationship we do with your organization. The support provided by CCFF has allowed us the freedom to almost live as if cancer had never entered our lives, and we cannot begin to thank you enough for helping to make that possible. And yet, we thank you for the Gold Ribbon Gala, for the financial assistance that allowed us to get the closest we've ever been to a $0 balance in hospital bills, for Strikeout Cancer Day, and for the incredibly kind gesture of helping to top off the girls' Christmas wish list. Thank you for everything you helped our family achieve. Without the support of you, our sponsors and donors, we wouldn't be able to have the impact we do when these families are faced with the unthinkable. Although you may not see the day-to-day impact you have on their lives, I assure you that your donation provides light to families when they are feeling so lost in the dark. In addition to providing increased financial support to our families, we've grown as an organization in many ways. We continue to look for collaboration opportunities with other pediatric cancer organizations, and we're building an outreach and support group to further support our families. Thanks to some generous community grants, we were able to hire some administrative support, but today we still remain predominantly volunteer-run. In each year of operation, our administrative expenses range between 6.5 and 13.1%, ensuring that each dollar you donate tonight is being wisely invested in the families we are so honored to serve. Tonight, you'll meet some incredible pediatric cancer patients and survivors. We'll be honoring students who are helping kids with cancer, and most importantly, we will raise money to help families right in our own backyard who are battling pediatric cancer and its lingering effects. Before we introduce tonight's MCs, I'd like to recognize our Board of Directors and Gala committee members. They are passionate, hardworking, and incredibly gifted. Without their time and talent, we wouldn't be here tonight. I am truly honored to work with them, and I'm amazed at their versatility and resilience to make tonight happen. With the fluidity of the current pandemic, they quickly moved from Plan A to Plan B, and I think we're on to about Plan Q at this point. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Molly Benke, Matt and Megan Bramer, Liesl Britsky, Olivia Decker, Jesse Harchis, Alex Hiddle, Morgan Hogarty, Adrian Kennedy, Bridget Linton, Krista McLeod, Sarah Munson, Dave Schraven, and Julie Van Vondren. And a special thank you to our Gold Ribbon Gala co-chairs Hesper Swanlin and Valerie Richter. As you can imagine, pivoting from an in-person event to a virtual one presented countless new challenges. This amazing team took them head on. We also reached out to our friends at Mirrorless Productions in hopes they could help us come to you virtually. They willingly donated their time, equipment, and talent and are making this evening and our fundraising efforts possible. If you haven't already, check out our amazing auction items at ccff.cbo.io. Through this site, you'll be able to bid on your favorite items and support our Fund a Need campaign. If you have problems registering yourself or bidding, look for information on page 4 of our online program for support. The silent auction will close promptly at 7:30 p.m. and the Fund a Need campaign at 7:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is my privilege to introduce the Gold Ribbon Gala's presenting sponsor, Dustin McClone, President of McClone Insurance. This is the 3rd consecutive year McClone has supported CCFF at the highest level. On behalf of the families, we are so honored to serve. Thank you for making a difference in their lives.
Hello everyone, I'm Dustin McClone, President and CEO of McClone Insurance. At McClone, our core purpose is to make a difference in the communities that we serve. And we are so proud to have partnered with the CCFF over the years to make a difference in the lives of these incredible children and their families. As we kick off tonight, I get the great privilege of introducing tonight's MCs. Clearly, the standard to host the Gold Ribbon Gala is high because we have 3 incredibly talented individuals that have been willing to sacrifice their time and talent to make tonight an incredible success. So I'd like to welcome back Sam and Olivia Decker and special guest Bridget Linton.
Thanks, Sarah Beth and Dustin. Welcome to the 2020 Children's Cancer Family Foundation Gala and Auction. Pretty odd to be talking to you through your computer, but it means a lot to have friends, sponsors, and supporters of CCFF join us tonight. COVID-19 has turned so much of our world upside down, but our fundraising efforts are needed more than ever to support families battling pediatric cancer. Children with cancer have weakened immune system and are a high-risk group for the virus. Their hospital and home care is more expensive and difficult than ever. Many families travel for their treatment and are now dealing with canceled flights, closed hotels, and even more arduous road trips. Medical resources are strained and hospital visitation has been restricted. On top of that, many families across the country are dealing with layoffs and furloughs. These families are vulnerable and they are in need of our help. We implore you to help us ease the monetary hardship a cancer diagnosis gives tonight. Technology has been amazing these last few months in keeping our world connected, and we're grateful for this platform tonight. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out our amazing auction items. If nothing catches your eye, we ask that you may consider making a donation or participate in our Fund a Need campaign and helping your neighbors in Northeast Wisconsin. Catch.
Oh, nice. Well, the Gala is an event we look forward to every year as an organization and individually. We and our families loved getting dressed up, seeing all of you, and spending time with our Big Heart Award winners and sponsors, and just having a great time. Your stories inspire us. You kids are so brilliant, innovative, and are an example to all of us of just how to take care of one another. We'll miss seeing your faces this year. The Gold Ribbon Gala is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and we've been blown away at the success made possible by your generosity. I know tonight will be no exception. I'd like to take this time to thank our board and our Gala committee in particular for their quick thinking, flexibility, creativity, and determination to keep this great event running. Also to our sponsors, so many of you have been partners of CCFF for years, and we so appreciate and understand that you understand these circumstances and supporting CCFF in 2020. And the next person I want to thank is the beautiful woman coming up next. I met her 10 years ago when we competed in Miss Teen USA together. Bridget Linton was Miss Ohio Teen USA, I was Miss Kansas Teen USA, and we met on the flight down to Atlantis. We kept in touch over the years and reconnected when Sam played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I've always called Bridget the Queen of Cleveland, and she was the perfect tour guide for us. When this year's gala was set for April, I knew Sam and I would be in Russia and unable to host. Bridget didn't hesitate when I asked her to help us out, and then told me why she was especially eager to help our cause. Bridget, we're so glad you're here.
Olivia, I am truly honored to have you as a friend and for welcoming me into this incredible foundation. To everyone involved and to those that are joining us tonight, words are too inadequate to convey my sincere thanks for your outpouring support and generosity to the Children's Cancer Family Foundation of Northeast Wisconsin. I am honored to be a part of the 2020 Gold Ribbon Gala. Even though that this year is unique and I'm not able to meet you in person to truly say thank you, please know that I am eternally grateful for each and every one of you and your help in raising funds to support Northeast Wisconsin families as they combat through their cancer journey. Cancer isn't fair in any realm of life, but I will never understand why it must have to happen to innocent children. My heart goes out to the families that must watch their child, their brother, sister, niece, nephew, whoever it may be, go through this unimaginable time. Lives change in the blink of an eye, and because of you, you are helping families find the strength they need to fight through and preserve their normal family life as best as they can. I have always been a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And as you know, one of my great friends and fellow hosts tonight, Olivia Harlan Decker, introduced me to this foundation and to its founder and CEO, Sarah Beth Jansen. Once I learned more about the mission to help families that are going through this difficult time with their child, I knew that I wanted to be involved. But after talking with Sarah Beth for the first time, well, that's when I knew I had to be involved. And this is why I say everything happens for a reason. My 5-year-old nephew and Angel Face, and you would know why I call him Angel Face from the moment you would see his face and smile, was diagnosed with leukemia on December 12th, 2019. I truly look at my sister as a superwoman and my brother-in-law as Superman, but there is no bigger hero than my Lukey. Luke has 3 brothers, 2 older, JT and Kelly, and 1 younger, Mac. Luke has always been so full of life and loves his brothers and family more than anything. Luke started to lose his fun-loving energy and just wasn't acting like himself. And this is when my sister's motherly instinct kicked in. After taking him to his doctor, she received a call requesting that he have blood work done at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio, which is where they live. After hours of waiting in the hospital, the oncologist came in to tell my sister the scariest news, and her worst nightmare became reality when she heard the words, "Your child has cancer." Started off as a normal day, dropping the 2 older kids off at school and taking Luke in for a checkup, turned into them not leaving the hospital for 8 days. My parents stayed with the brothers while my sister and brother-in-law were with Luke as he immediately had his port put in, started chemotherapy, had a spinal tap, all while receiving a lot of blood transfusions and platelets. I'll never forget being with my mom when she answered a phone call from my sister's phone, but it wasn't my sister. My sister couldn't even say the words out loud, so my brother-in-law is the one that broke the news. I felt like my whole world came crumbling down. How? Why? This cannot be happening to my Angel Face. Your mind always thinks the worst when you hear cancer. But what I have found is that with support, positivity, and love, we will get through this. Lukey is the strongest little guy I know, and he is handling this process like a champ. He still has a long journey ahead, and he's currently going through the most intense part of his treatment. I wish I could take his pain away. I admire his strength, and this is why he is my superhero. I have watched my sister and her immediate family go through what so many families here in Wisconsin are going through. My heart goes out to you. Please know that I am here for you. We are here for you. Thank you to all of our viewers and supporters. You are making a bigger difference than you will ever know. I am truly amazed at what incredible auction packages are available. Don't forget that bidding is open at ccff.cbo.io and live until 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have tickets to see the Broadway tour of Frozen, along with a swag bag of Frozen gear, a behind-the-scenes tour of the PAC. We have a stash of wine up for grabs to get you through the pandemic, an autographed and framed Aaron Rodgers jersey, and a beautiful diamond necklace. Check out the rest of the auction items at ccff.cbo.io. Now let's shift gears and meet one of our inspirational families. I have the honor to introduce you to the Hoppy family. They, like many other families, felt the impact of pediatric cancer in more ways than one when their son Matthew was diagnosed with cancer. Let's take a look at their family's journey with cancer.
What do you call a bunch of people standing in line picking up cheese?
Cheesy pickup line.
Yep.
There you go.
My name is Matthew.
My name is Jenny.
My name is Steven.
Matthew likes watching movies, listening to music, and taking naps, right? What brought this all about, he had migraines for about 2 years, and we kept bringing him to his pediatrician, and it was drink more water, go see a chiropractor, get more rest. But then he lost vision in his left eye, so we set up an appointment with the retinal specialist the next day. Within an hour of being at that retinal specialist, we were at the neurologist, right? And then we did the spinal tap. 2 weeks later, they did the MRI, and that's where they found the mass.
From the MRI, they immediately brought us to the emergency room.
And the ER doctor came in and asked us, did they tell you why you're over here? No. They wanted to do a surgery to put a drain in, even before they would flight him down to Milwaukee.
May 19th, 2018 was his diagnosis date.
The end of the sophomore year. He was 16. It was a very complicated surgery, and he hemorrhaged.
So the mass was vascularized, so when they went in there to remove it, he hemorrhaged and the brain started swelling. They were able to remove about 40% of the mass. And then they packed it and closed him up and put him on a 3-day
Induced coma.
Day-to-day
life right now is getting easier, right? We have a lot of physical therapy and occupational therapy. See, we do a lot of exercises even at home, just to try to get him stronger, try to get him doing things on his own again, like daily tasks, putting his shirt on, eating food, drinking. See, and one of these days we are gonna get you to walk by yourself, right? With no help. It was, what, I'm gonna say a year that we had to really tighten our belts. He was the only one working all the medications and other supplies that we needed.
CCFF has been a blessing. It was about time for Matt to come home, and the vehicle that Jenny was driving, we were not able to get Matt into the vehicle. It was a very tall expedition that we were able to, with a grant from CCFF, purchase a vehicle more adequate for you. It's perfect, right at your waist level. You sit right into, right? So going to appointments, we don't need special transportation. It really, really helped out.
Wow, it's truly amazing to see the impact that CCFF can have on a family, and we hope each of you tuning in tonight will help support these families if you are able. We know that times are uncertain, but we need your support tonight to ensure we can continue helping these families with the financial and family support they need to make it through their journey. We anticipate that we will grant out $140,000 in this fiscal year, and families just like the Hoppy family are counting on you for help. Let's jump right into our Fund a Need. Here's how it works. With special guest appearances of some of our pediatric cancer survivors, we are going to walk you through some of the financial needs our families require while dealing with a pediatric cancer diagnosis and the suggested donation amount to support those needs. You can choose to fund one need or multiple. Just know that any little bit counts. There is a separate Fund a Need section on ccff.cbo.io where you can choose a donation level that's comfortable for you. Let's get started. Allow me to introduce you to Grayson, a pediatric cancer survivor from Neenah, and his proud big sister, Lila.
Hi, my name is Lila, and this is my brother Grayson. Hi! When Grayson was 2 months old, he was diagnosed with cancer. I want to tell you the story. Here, let's just watch the video. This is Grayson. He is my brother and best friend. When he was a baby, Mom and Dad had to take him all the way to Philadelphia for his treatments. They would be gone for many days with him, and I would miss them all very much. Mom and Dad had to fly in airplanes, stay in hotels, and rent a car whenever they traveled. I don't know that much about money, but I bet it was pretty expensive. Mom and Dad took Grayson to Philadelphia every month for 6 months. Then every month, then every 2 months, then every 3 months, all to make sure Grayson was doing okay. Now they go to Philadelphia once a year. I asked my mom how many times they've been into Philadelphia. She said she lost track. I guess it was a lot. Because of Grayson's super doctors in Philadelphia, he is alive today. I'm thankful for those super doctors and my parents for making sure Grayson got the best help he could get. I hope you will consider donating to CCFF tonight to help families like mine. Thank you for listening to my story.
There are so many types of childhood cancers and countless subtypes, but not every children's hospital specializes in every single one of them. Thankfully, there are many hospitals and doctors around the country with specialty care. Like Grayson and his family, many families have to travel across the country many times over to receive their life-saving treatment. This means airfare, hotel stays, meals, rental cars, child care for kids left behind at home, and so much more. Please help us support families like Grayson's by donating at the highest level with a $3,000 donation.
My goodness, it's incredible to see the continued generosity of our donors tuning in. Thank you to everyone who donated at the $3,000 level. Let's move on to our next level, $1,000. When a family is diagnosed with cancer, 1/3 of families reported a caregiver having to quit or change jobs as a result of their child's diagnosis. In fact, most families who have come to us for help have had to quit or take significant time off to care for their child. With the median monthly mortgage being just over $1,000 in the U.S., many families battling this diagnosis are turning to family, friends, and CCFF to help get them through this difficult time. By donating at the $1,000 level, you're helping a family cover most of their daily expenses. Please help us support these families in our community who have taken the time off of their work to care for their child during treatment by donating at the $1,000 level.
You are all so amazing. Thank you again to all who have donated so far. Now let's keep this going. I'd like to introduce you to another very special guest, Cece and her sister Mickey. Cece is an energetic 11-year-old who just celebrated the 4-year anniversary of her tumor removal.
Hi, I'm Cece. I'm a cancer survivor. I will be cancer-free for 4 years now.
Hey, I'm Mickey, her little sister. When Cece was diagnosed with cancer, I didn't really know what was going on at that point, but I was sad because she wasn't with me, and
It was really scary. I didn't really know what was going on most of the time, and yeah, it was really scary.
Well, my favorite thing about it is that they helped out CC get much better, and they just really helped out with that. And I love all the things they set up for people to have fun and just enjoy.
A lot of the events, like Strike Out Cancer, I got to film a commercial. It was really fun.
CCFF has really helped out our family.
Thank you for donating to CCFF tonight so CCFF can continue to help kids like me
And families like ours.
Bye.
CC, you are such an inspiration. Thanks for continuing support our fellow CCFF families. Seeing these donations come in is truly warming my heart. Let's keep this incredibly generous support going. For many children, treatment doesn't stop when they leave the hospital. The effects of chemotherapy treatment on a tiny little body are devastating. Children return home tired, nauseous, irritable, and in pain. And because of this, many families must administer multiple medications at home to help counter those effects. One mother shared with us that she made a binder with calendar pages, dosage amounts, side effects, even boxes to check to remind her that she's given the medication. During chemotherapy, many parents are administering half a dozen or more medications at home daily. While some families have insurance plans that cover most of the prescriptions, many others are not so fortunate. By donating at the $500 Fund a Need level, you'll be helping a family pay for those life-saving prescriptions.
Well, the response so far has been truly amazing. Let's please keep this going. Together, we're making an incredible difference. Let's check out our next Fund a Need level. It's the $250 level. As you can imagine, birthdays, Christmases, other holidays, many other special celebrations are either postponed, canceled, or significantly abbreviated due to lack of time, shortage of funds, or poor family health. By donating at the $250 Fund a Need level, you're ensuring a pediatric cancer family that they can do more and celebrate and enjoy life's happy moments, like birthdays and special holidays and significant milestones achieved on their pediatric cancer journey. Please consider donating at the $250 Fund a Need level to bring some extra joy and extra smiles to a family celebration.
Thank you so much for donating. I can see the smiles on the faces of these families already. Thank you. We are at our last Fund a Need level, $100. This need is one you'll all recognize because we all need it. This need is groceries. For every $100 donation made tonight, one family will be able to go to the grocery store to purchase the food they need for the week. Some of us may not think twice about going to the grocery store, but this isn't true for everyone. Every dollar counts. So let's feed some families tonight. Please consider donating $100 to put food on the table for our families.
Well, we want to sincerely thank all of our donors who participated in our Fund to Need portion of tonight's fundraiser. Your support means the world to our CCFF families, and you inspire us so much. If you haven't shown your support yet for the Fund to Need campaign or still want to bid on the auction items, you still have time. Let's just head to ccff.cbo.io. You have about 30 minutes left to make your donation or bid on these amazing packages. It looks like people are really loving that framed and signed Giannis Antetokounmpo jersey. See that 10 times fast? And what about the private workout with my dear friend Sean T? He's offered a virtual meeting, a custom fitness plan, and a private virtual workout. He is a wonderful and genuine person and is so excited to inspire tonight's winner. Let's not forget about the virtual Q&A with Phantom of the Opera Broadway star Bradley Dean.
Woohoo! But now it's time to shift gears and honor some extraordinary students who have made a positive impact in the world of pediatric cancer. The Big Heart Award was created to honor students helping kids with cancer, and tonight we'll be giving awards to 3 passionate and incredible kids who did just that. Each child will receive this gorgeous award and a check for $1,000 to continue fulfilling their mission, making an impact in the pediatric cancer world. We had these remarkable students scheduled to record their video on March 17th, but due to the safer at home order, we had to cancel. So to ensure we captured their great work, we asked them to submit their self-recorded videos.
Hi, my name is Thomas Hogarty. I'm a junior at St. Mary Catholic High School, and I've had a very accomplished running career. But the biggest competition in my life was the 2019 Student of the Year campaign presented by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I was lucky enough to win the Student of the Year award and raise over $53,000 in donations towards the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I chose this campaign because I've seen cancer affect my life in many ways, through my classmates' lives, my friends' lives, and my family's lives. Since I raised over $50,000, I earned the opportunity to send my funds to an immunotherapy research portfolio. I'm honored to receive the Big Heart Award, and I want to congratulate the CCFF on all the hard work it has done in our community. Thank you.
Tip, thank you for your truly amazing work. Congratulations on your much-deserved Big Heart Award. Now let's meet our next outstanding kid who is making a difference in the lives of pediatric cancer patients. Taylor is a very brave cancer survivor who was helped by one of our previous Big Heart Award winners. Her time in the hospital inspired her to make a difference and provide comfort to kids when they are hospitalized.
Hi, my name is Taylor Collard and I'm 17 years old. On August 3rd of 2018, I was diagnosed with T-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. To give back to the hospitals, I started sewing ice pack covers and pillowcases to donate to the pediatric unit. I like doing this because when I was in the hospital, it made me feel really special to receive things that other people had donated, like pillowcases and tie blankets and stuffed animals. So that's what I'm trying to do for the patients that are in there now, is to try to brighten up their room and make them feel special and let them know that they're not alone and that things do get better and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
You are so sweet and such an inspiration, Taylor. Thank you so much for making a difference, and congratulations on your Big Heart Award. So let's meet our third and final award winner. Kylan found inspiration from her brother Colton, who lost his battle with cancer at a very young age. Through bake sales and lemonade stands, she raised money to provide financial support for families who went through a journey similar to her family's.
Hi, my name is Kylan, and I like helping kids with cancer because my brother Colton had cancer. So every year I do a bake sale, and we sell cookies, brownies, cake pops, and lemonade, definitely. And that's why I help kids with cancer.
What do you do with the money?
I give it to people that have a kid with cancer that really need help. Bye.
Kylan, congratulations on your Big Heart Award. Let's keep up this great work. It's so amazing to see how these award winners are making such a big difference. Each of you is truly an inspiration to our community and to us personally. We're honored that we can help you continue on your mission. Now, our auction will soon be coming to a close, so don't forget to check back on your items. I know personally I've heard a lot of buzz around that Lake Michigan fishing charter. We can speak from experience. There's nothing like being out on Lake Michigan in our beautiful Wisconsin summers. We've done that Dumper Dance fishing charter.
We have. It's great.
It's so much fun. I caught a big fish.
I didn't.
So if you're enjoying your dinner from Zupa's tonight, be sure to fill in your freezer with their delicious lasagna. You would like that, wouldn't you?
I would, but you're forgetting one big one.
Huh.
Court time, the best item, court time with me.
Oh.
I've had a ton of fun spending time with the families who have won this package over the years. It's been a great time, one of the highlights of our summers, and I look forward to meeting this year's winner.
I usually show up at the end just for the pizza party part, but it is such a fun event.
It's a great time.
Now, all three of us have unique backgrounds, but one thing we all have in common is hard work ethic and lots of time on TV. And we'd love to know how we can inspire you. Each of us has a virtual Q&A package up for grabs. I know I'm excited to meet the winner of my package.
It's my privilege to introduce to you another inspiring CCFF family, the Tomaszek family. The journey their family experienced is similar to many others who have to hear the words, "Your child has cancer." Thanks to improved therapies and continued research, the survival rate among pediatric cancer patients is high, with more than 80% living beyond the 5-year mark. However, these life-saving therapies are costly and quickly become a financial burden. Jacob is part of a 2-year clinical trial and is dependent on G-tube feeding so he can attend school via robot double. Let's take a look at how technology and medical advances are playing a role in the Tomaszek family journey.
Tell them your name. You tell them your name?
Jacob.
And my name is Rachel, and we live in Shawano, Wisconsin. The way that it started is Jacob was having some increasing stomach pain, but the stomach pain really escalated quickly to the point where he ended up in the emergency room shortly after. So one morning he woke up early with this severe stomach pain, and he was laying on the couch and he threw up, and he was just laying in it, and he was staring at the wall, and I could not get him to focus on me, and I shook him and said his name, and I was carrying him, and he still could not look at me. I took him to the emergency room in Green Bay. I found out that those are actually seizures, and they immediately saw like a very large mass in his abdomen, and they felt confident enough at that point that they told us that it was cancer. Neuroblastoma, which is an aggressive type of cancer only found in children, and it typically grows out of right around your adrenal gland and takes up your abdomen. The school district offered us the ability for him to attend school by a robot double. It's similar to a Segway with an iPad mounted on top. And then the school provided us with an iPad that he uses at home. And when he calls in, it displays his face live on that screen. And he can stay on mute, or he can unmute and talk to his class. He can answer questions from the teacher. He can roll that robot to attend all the special classes with his class. So he goes to art and music and gym. He will get through this. Every horrible thing that he has to endure will have a positive outcome. So a lot of it has been my faith and just personal strength. Financially, it's been organizations like CCFF that have supported us and helped us along the way when there's been such a big income loss.
Jacob, how do you like school? 2 thumbs up? Yeah.
We're almost to the conclusion of the program, and I want to sincerely thank you for joining us this evening in support of CCFF. I'm continually amazed at the generosity of our supporters.
And on behalf of the Gold Ribbon Gala Committee and the Board of Directors and the families we have the privilege of serving, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for everything. These families need your support through thank you notes, videos, and virtually meeting some of our pediatric survivors. We hope you can see the kind of impact your donations have on these families.
Bridget, are you glad you came up all the way from Cleveland?
I am so happy, worth every moment of the drive.
Did you have enough cheese yet?
No,
not
yet.
We'll work
Never
on that.
enough.
What an incredible evening this has been. We so appreciate everyone's flexibility and willingness to join us for the virtual gala. I know it's different. I already can't wait to see all of you next year and raise a glass to everyone's hard work and generosity. Sometimes we feel helpless to battle something as big and scary as cancer, but to fundraise and come together, we're able to reduce some of the burden these families carry. These financial grants really change lives. And we're so honored to be involved with CCFF and to do our part in making a positive change in the world.
Oh, yes.
We're so grateful for everyone who made this happen, for the rock star pediatric cancer survivors and their families, for the volunteers, for our presenting sponsor, McClone, and for all of our sponsors and donors who came together to support Children's Cancer Family Foundation. Remember that the auction closes promptly at 7:30 p.m. They're going to keep you on top of that. If you end up not winning the item you had your heart set on but still want to support CCFF, you can still show your support through Fund a Need. That will stay open until 7:35 when we come to you live on the CCFF Facebook page with tonight's fundraising totals. And please know that your support, no matter the size of the donation, really makes a difference. Sam and I are excited to see you live in just a few minutes, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we are.
To announce the auction winners, draw the winner of the diamond necklace, and announce our fundraising totals.
Thank
you so